A tragedy of immense proportions has shaken the very heart of Manhattan, leaving a city and a nation in disbelief. On the evening of July 28, 2025, what began as an ordinary weekday quickly descended into chaos and despair as a mass shooting erupted inside a midtown skyscraper. The unthinkable unfolded within the walls of a building that, for so many, represented ambition, opportunity, and the daily grind. The horrific event left 5 innocent people dead, their lives tragically cut short, and a city plunged into deep mourning. The ripple effects of this senseless act of violence will undoubtedly be felt for years to come. In the wake of this devastating event, the city is grappling with grief, shock, and a desperate search for answers. This is what we know so far about the deadliest workplace shooting in Manhattan in over a decade, a timeline of events pieced together from eyewitness accounts, police reports, and ongoing investigations. We aim to provide a clear and comprehensive account of what transpired, while also honoring the victims and acknowledging the profound impact this tragedy has had on the community. The attack occurred at a prominent commercial high-rise in the heart of Midtown Manhattan, a towering structure that stands as a symbol of the city's economic power. This building is home to major corporations, bustling offices, and thousands of daily workers who contribute to the city's vibrant energy. Every day, countless individuals pass through its doors, pursuing their careers, building their futures, and contributing to the city's dynamic landscape. Now, this place of work has become a scene of unimaginable horror. At approximately 6:30 p.m., as the workday was winding down for some and continuing for others, a 27-year-old gunman entered the building. He bypassed the security checkpoint, concealing his weapon, and proceeded to unleash a wave of terror upon unsuspecting individuals. Within minutes, the sound of gunfire echoed through the hallways, leaving 4 people dead and another critically injured, their lives hanging in the balance. The rapid and brutal nature of the attack left little time for escape or defense. The building was immediately placed on lockdown, trapping those inside and creating a scene of intense fear and uncertainty. Law enforcement and emergency responders rushed to the scene, sirens wailing as they navigated the crowded streets of Manhattan. The area surrounding the building was quickly cordoned off as police officers worked to secure the perimeter and prevent further harm. The evacuation process began, with hundreds of people streaming out of the building, many visibly shaken and traumatized by what they had witnessed. Witnesses described scenes of sheer panic and utter confusion as alarms blared throughout the building, signaling the imminent danger. Employees scrambled to find safety wherever they could, seeking refuge in offices, stairwells, and any available hiding place. The sense of vulnerability was palpable as people desperately tried to protect themselves and their colleagues from the unknown threat. The once familiar office environment had transformed into a terrifying landscape of fear and uncertainty. Among the victims was a building security officer, a dedicated individual who tragically lost his life while attempting to protect others from harm. His heroic actions, taken in the face of extreme danger, likely prevented even more casualties and demonstrated his unwavering commitment to the safety and well-being of those around him. He stood as a first line of defense, sacrificing his own life to shield others from the gunman's rampage. The officer, known for his unwavering professionalism, his friendly demeanor, and his deep dedication to his job, leaves behind a grieving family, heartbroken friends, and colleagues who remember him as someone who always put the needs of others before his own. He was a pillar of the building community, a reassuring presence who always greeted people with a smile and a helping hand. His loss is deeply felt by all who knew him. In addition to the brave security officer, 3 innocent civilians, 2 men and 1 woman, also tragically lost their lives in the senseless attack. These individuals, who were simply going about their daily routines, were caught in the crossfire of a horrific act of violence. Their families are now grappling with unimaginable grief and loss, and are being supported by grief counselors and community organizations as the entire community grieves together. Preliminary investigations have revealed that the shooter had traveled from Las Vegas to New York in the days leading up to the attack, raising questions about his intentions and motivations. He had a documented history of mental illness, a factor that is now being closely examined by investigators, but he had no prior criminal record, making it difficult to predict or prevent his actions. The journey he undertook remains a key element in understanding the events that unfolded. Investigators are meticulously analyzing his digital footprint, scrutinizing his online communications and carefully reviewing his travel records in an effort to piece together a comprehensive picture of his state of mind and the events that led to the shooting. Despite their efforts, his motive remained shrouded in mystery, leaving investigators searching for answers and the community struggling to understand the senseless violence. The search for a motive continues to be a central focus of the investigation. Authorities have confirmed that he acted alone, without any known ties to terrorism or organized groups, suggesting that this was a singular act of violence perpetrated by an individual struggling with mental health issues. However, the investigation remains ongoing, with law enforcement officials continuing to explore all possible leads and avenues of inquiry. The pursuit of justice and the search for answers remain paramount. In the aftermath of the tragedy, city officials held a press conference to praise the rapid and coordinated response of first responders, including police officers, firefighters, and paramedics, who worked tirelessly to secure the scene and provide medical assistance to the injured. They also expressed their deepest condolences to the victims' families, offering support and resources to help them cope with their devastating loss. The city stands united in its grief and determination to heal. One person remains in critical condition, clinging to life as dedicated medical teams provide round-the-clock care and monitoring. Doctors and nurses are working tirelessly to stabilize the patient and provide the best possible chance of recovery. The entire city is holding its breath, hoping for a miracle and praying for the injured victim's survival. Their fight is our fight, and we stand in solidarity with them. Federal and local authorities are working in close collaboration to conduct a thorough and comprehensive investigation, seeking to understand the circumstances that led to this tragedy, and to determine whether there were any warning signs that could have been detected and acted upon to prevent this senseless act of violence. The goal is to learn from this tragedy and to implement measures that will enhance public safety and prevent similar incidents from occurring in the future. This shooting has reignited important and necessary conversations about the critical need for increased mental health support, enhanced workplace security measures, and comprehensive strategies to ensure public safety in densely populated urban environments. The tragedy serves as a stark reminder of the challenges we face in protecting our communities from violence and the importance of addressing the root causes of mental illness and social isolation. In the wake of the shooting, building security protocols across the city are undergoing a comprehensive review, with officials working to identify vulnerabilities and implement enhanced measures to prevent similar tragedies from occurring in the future. These measures may include increased security personnel, improved surveillance technology, and stricter access control procedures. The safety and security of the city's workforce is of paramount importance. As New York City mourns the loss of innocent lives and grapples with the aftermath of this horrific event, the investigation continues, with law enforcement officials working tirelessly to uncover the truth and bring closure to the victims' families. The building remains closed as authorities meticulously piece together the events of that tragic evening, gathering evidence and interviewing witnesses to gain a complete understanding of what transpired. Our thoughts and deepest sympathies remain with the victims, their families, and all those affected by this senseless act of violence. We stand in solidarity with the City of New York as it grieves and begins the long process of healing. We will continue to follow this story closely as it develops, providing updates and information as it becomes available. We are committed to reporting on this tragedy with sensitivity, accuracy, and respect for all those involved.